Hi guys, I'm back. Oh, no. We're not going to the main game. I learned my lesson last time. We have to go to the DLC first and then load the game. Otherwise, it just sends you into the main campaign. Oh, I start back here. Okay, that wasn't too bad.
Another one.
When you get some money, buddy.
Fine. And she's knocked out. Great. The humpback. Well, I guess that makes sense if you're in an underwater city.
Did you come to Rapture because it seemed fashionable?
There you are.
If you don't keep ahead of the rest, you'll be resigned to all of them.
Okay, got my darts back.
Who hides from the light of reason?
Glenda. She's gotta know I know. She's got to lunch.
Yeah, so 1998 mode pretty much wants you to be stealthy as much as possible. That's why I can only knock them out. I'm not supposed to kill them. So I just shoot them in the face because habit. If you step on glass, they'll hear you even if they're across the room and start running to swarm you on your position. And since I don't have the gas bolts yet that knocks out groups, I don't really want that. And Big Daddy is over there. Great. So we're gonna open this up. Oh, right. Perfect. I'm gonna go check out this vent.
Uncompromising, defiant. Shoot this.
What a great place to find a lockpick.
You're a hippie guy making it on canary in a cold.
It's gotta be sharp if it went through his box helmet thing.
Looks like someone's been decrypting a code. We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily. We'll update when we know more. What's that all about? Air grabber must be busted.
I need to go there.
The Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to the Suchong. Looks like I'm not the first one who tried to get in here.
Oh shit.
Oh, you do
Oh,
lying.
that sucks.
I didn't say
She
you could
slipped
go.
off the damn side. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
But I got something new in the works.
Let's just deal with you now. There. Aha! Causes enemies to be knocked out once the effect wears off. That is what I need.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed 3 of our men in the bargain. We'll need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace. Someone must have
blueprint.
shot him when he tried to break into Suchong's. What's this? Well, seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Suchong wasn't exactly a master of subterfuge.
No, he wasn't. Fling.
Think we found our man.
No sign of him now.
Either he's dead, or working for Ryan.
Okay.
Columbia. He knew about Columbia. And Booker and me. The Suchong must have found a way to reopen the tear I made to come here. But how? A Lutece device. That's how he must have reopened the tear. Look, the tear still leads back to Columbia. Plasmids, vigors. He and Fink must have been in communication, sharing secrets. Like the Luteces before they were physically together. Why did I need to come here? What does this have to do with Sally?
You remember, don't you?
It hasn't happened yet? I told you I can't do that.
Concentrate, Elizabeth.
No, the doors are shut there. Lutece particle. I use the Lutece particle. If it can make a city float.
It can make a prison rise.
I can't open tears, but we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Sure. You know, my tower didn't come stocked with the Lutece device repair manual.
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth, you will fix it.
Okay. Okay, there must be some information around here. These are elements. Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is Z...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom. A lot of models should have them. A heat sink. Oh, that's... Where in a department store are we gonna find...
Keep your cool with Old Man Winter.
That'll work. Time to find those parts. And then I just have to repair the most sophisticated piece of technology ever created.
Elizabeth, you saw yourself make this repair. You can do this.
Whatever you say. Guess we better find our way out of here.
Giant balloons? Ridiculous.
Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
Problem.
Nope.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is death. Even for pretty lady.
I suppose you'd be Suchong. Save your ammunition, your device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
It's not prudent for Suchong to return to lab. And you say you can fix?
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to open that door and we'll see what your creation can do.
1216.
Your birthday?
Enough of talk. Fix the machine.
The
How'd
guy
you know that?
who was so concerned with someone coming in and stealing his ideas, he made the code his birthday. It's not too smart.
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Trophy I can try and get here.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode tube.
Now is not the time, Elizabeth.
Sure, I got it.
Oh. Way to go, Elizabeth.
It only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
Yeah. I would know if she had not bothered to stop and observe the freaking vending.
Come back!
There. Service bay. This is where I need to be, actually.
Where there's bathyspheres, there's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
And why is that?
If you don't remove the carbon dioxide from the air supply in a submersible, you'll suffocate it. One thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. That will need a long-haul bathysphere, something where the CO2 buildup would limit the submersible period.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything that will happen, and now I only see darkness.
You sent yourself here for a reason.
A debt.
That's what you want to call it.
This Atlas. I'm gonna have to kill him. Either that or he'll kill me.
Maybe so.
I'm not you, Booker. Some war hero. I'm not even me anymore. No tears, no omniscience, or whatever you want to call it. Just a whole lot of book learning. And a handful of lockpicks.
Put it there. Ooh, a nice, brand new, shiny bathysphere.
The humpback whale. That thing is as old as the hills. Strictly bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask. We won't find a scrubber on that.
No, but that looks like a lot of tiny homes that I see now.
Oh, the 52 Mako. Classic. But it's a death trap. 28 known fatalities related to its use. Carbon dioxide poisoning. And they're still on the market.
Well, steeply discounted, though.
There. The Stingray. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
The grease monkeys had to get it up there somehow. Just gotta find the controls.
To work on this. Once I find him again. Oh no, there's more. There's definitely more. A lot more. Oh. I can't stay on those too long. Have a break.
That's it! We're done here.
Okay. Reevaluate.
If you're going to disappear before my diagnosis,
This will never happen to my boy.
first
I'll make sure of that. You hear?
Alright, 2 down. But I'm out of darts.
find me. No one around? I still have the ability to scare off a patient. As soon as he gets
Well, what
I
was
got
that?
what it takes.
Jump away! Jump away!
I got a lot of irons in
There he is. He's down below, isn't he? Yeah, he's not even up here. That didn't count.
The law gets bribery. Then you'll want some fella in my privy advising how I defecate. What's next? Martial law?
Ha! Ooh. There's a first aid kit in there. How do I get in there? Right here? Perfect. Okay. He's over there. Can't jump up there.
Seems to me you're against the guy making an honest mark.
It's gonna use three clicks.
Sure was open for business. That's what this is. You want some fella in my privy, advising how I defecate. Next Martian law.
Okay. Go away, light.
Whereabouts of the foreign bitch scientist unknown. Ryan presumes she's dead, but our guess is she's gone underground with the Little Sisters. Options on obtaining the ace are dwindling.
Okay.
I ain't through with you yet.
Monster starts going back. Aha! Stupid turret.
I know right where you are.
No, you don't. Shut up.
Well, that sounded odd. Push me, I push right back.
Oh, perfect. Ooh. Yes. Ooh, possessed turrets forever. I like that. That is a great mod. We'll find out what happens.
This is gonna be noisy.
Yeah.
Believe me. You don't have my
I need to
permission
go
to
this way. The golf club.
Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this.
Now we get to go back.
Got it. Just need to find Old Man Winter and we're done.
Any progress, love? I must confess, I'm becoming a wee bit skeptical.
Remind me, why am I supposed to care?
You see, me lads have taken a keen thirst for Adam, and there's a vintage right in front of me that'll do nicely.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember, there are fast ways to harvest little sisters, and some very slow ones.
Yeah, your pal Atlas. Oh, that's not a good sign. Gas ammo.
Ryan's got the formula.
Alright, I got 3 of them.
Trust you. What'd you say?
Knock.
Yeah?
Atlas sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
Because you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo.
That's right.
Memo to the sales team.
Oh. Lovely.
The place where they show up on your doorstep.
Atlas, the heat is on. Ryan knows something's up and is sending men to investigate the department store. Suggests you lay in supplies at the Manta Ray Lounge and prepare for a siege. Looks like there's something in the Manta Ray Lounge worth investigating.
Guess I'm gonna head back. Well, here's Old Man Winter.
Freeze your enemies. Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Just what we needed. Where's the last of
Now you think you can manage the repair?
Who the hell are you?
us? I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
There we go.
I'm an eye for an eye!
Boom.
Elizabeth, this poster. What's this all about?
Cohen spent 2 months as his disciple, trying to get a line on his trafficking ring. Awful man.
Why not just kill Comstock and be done with it?
Comstock had to know why. He had to know that he deserved it.
Did he? Did he deserve it?
I suppose we all do. One way or another.
Aha.
Those bottles. Just like on the coded note to Fontaine.
Oh. Okay. Just towards me, I guess.
Fontaine and Atlas. Son of a bitch.
Suchong, I'm gonna make this clear as can be, so we don't have any miscommunications. Where the hell is the ace in the hole? You think you can stiff Frank Fontaine? I paid good money for state-of-the-art weaponry. I ain't losing this war just because you found yourself a higher bidder. I can promise you, I ain't never been one to lose with dignity.
You've been using me this entire time!
Night night.
Prosperous, determined, uncompromising, then fine. The shoe fits, you got me. Well, all right.
Everything's fine now. I checked everywhere.
One left.
That sounded odd. Playing them all like a cheap fiddle. He plays.
Come on.
Dance.
Let's worry about it. Let's just go in here. We're okay. Let's fix this. Insert that.
Everyone immediately die of CO2 poisoning the moment we turn the thing on.
Pay attention to where everything else goes.
Well, not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. I'll need to actually use Old Man Winter on the transformer.
Oops.
Okay, that should stop it from overheating. There, everything's fixed.
Let's
You're
go
ready.
get that Eve.
Fire it up and see.
If I did everything correctly, all that's left should be pulling the lever at the front of the device.
This lever. Pull the lever, Elizabeth.
What did I tell you?
Up and running.
Booker, look. We're on the First Lady.
Push.
Can't be this easy. The First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particle's seated at the top of the structure. Must be up that lift. Perfect.
Seems like a lot of technology just to float an airship. Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't on board at the time.
Into loot.
If I take the active particle, then the First Lady is just a 40-ton paperweight. Best to take the spare. Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
You honestly expect Atlas to honor his side of the deal?
No. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
How do you plan on handling Atlas? He ain't just some spliced-up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia? Nothing but trouble that way. Best to head straight back to Rapture.
Boo.
Pretty lady not finished yet.
What? Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Tit for tat.
Just tell me what you want.
Suchong wanted something simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid. Fink has a secret life. Mothballed, forgotten. In there, hair sample. In jar. Cannot miss it. You get for Suchong. Then everybody friends.
Where's his lab?
Closed off, past Fink's quarters. You smart lady, you find.
You smart lady.
Should've seen that one coming.
If I had a gun.
Vox Populi. We must have arrived right in the middle of the siege.
That means the other you and I are probably inside the factory. On our way up to the First Lady.
And what happens if we run into ourselves?
We won't.
How do you know that?
Because we didn't.
I've taken your counsel, and you done me good service, but I will not hurt the boy. I will see Fink and Comstock burn, but I will not hold the son to account for the deeds of his father.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set Comstock's world afire.
A famous man once said,
And a famous man shall say,
I may reach the mountaintop,
but I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the... No.
It's up to you what matters more.
Your part in the play?
Or the play itself.
Someone is coming.
She'll arrive, a girl.
She must leave, a woman.
And what makes the difference between a girl and a woman?
Blood.
Your part in the play.
Or the play itself.
Turn her into a killer? How?
Give the girl no choice.
And she will be forced to make one.
Oh shit.
Hello, Piggy.
Am I supposed to go up there? Shoes. Shush. Lots of clocks.
Yeah.
The private quarters of Jeremiah Fink. That's a very small amount of time for sleep.
Our current state of being. Return to an old...
What's that thing you just picked up?
My guess is that it has something to do with that giant clock out there. And that clock has something to do with opening the door to Fink's lab.
Return to an old life for the possibility of...
A giant clock?
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism unlocks certain activities when Fink gives his blessing.
So what? We're stuck waiting for the cuckoo to go off?
No. We've already found the clock key. We can manually wind it. Open whatever door we please.
Sure seems like a lot of work to lock down a few doors.
There's one thing Fink loves. Idiot, his lock of hair.
Oh.
But the I got you, you're done. Here for my age.
But my Booker DeWitt died for the Vox Populi. You either an imposter or a ghost. My Booker DeWitt was a hero to the cause, a story to tell your children.
Look, are you there? I miss you. You were the only one who ever... You were my only friend. Booker.
I'm not even here. I'm a projection of your own.
Could you humor me then? Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Perfect. Another vent. Two 847. There we go. Nope. You're not telling anybody I was here.
Daisy sacrificed herself. Set me up to kill her. To turn me into what?
A killer.
Yeah, well, mission accomplished. I'm no martyr. How did you do it, Booker? How did you...
Elizabeth, I'm not Booker.
And neither am I.
Seems like Fink and Suchong were sharing their research.
Like the Lutesses. Cross-reality collaboration. It all makes a kind of sense. The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Just the, whatever that's supposed to be. Some type of gorilla?
What is all this?
Imprinting. That's a wire mother. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother, it will imprint on almost anything. Even that.
Why would Fink care about that?
Songbird. He wanted him to imprint on me.
Well, if I recall, that was a problem he solved.
These poor things. Fink couldn't get them to imprint, so I left them to die. Imprinting failed. That can't be right. Clearly they formed a connection between Songbird and me.
How?
I was so young, I always remember him just being there. It must be a prototype or something.
Is it human?
Does it matter? I tried hypnotherapy.
On the Songbird. How'd that go?
Not as well as you'd expect. Booker. The little girl in the film. It's me. My God. I remember he'd crashed into the tower. I guess he was in some sort of fight. I waited there thinking I don't know, that something would happen, but he just lay there, moaning. I couldn't just...
The line with the thorn in its paw. So much for science.
I should have just left him there to die. should have just... I will never escape it. Exploited, exploiting. Me, Comstock, you, Sally. It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round.
Subject's personal effects.
Well, this must be the genetic sample Suchong wanted.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own hair?
He doesn't know I was once the child that imprinted on Songbird. But to him, all the answers lie in DNA. Men like Suchong mistake an ounce of empathy for a pound of science.
Aha. There we go. Now let's leave here. Alright. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. We did get a little distracted in the middle there, trying to be all super stealthy and not getting caught and not getting Elizabeth killed. But tomorrow looks like we'll be finishing up Burial at Sea Part 2 and moving on to Ghost of Tsushima. So, good night. Let's get raiding.